There is an absolutely massive fight that is going down in just a few weeks. I feel like we've been talking about this thing for months now, but it's about 2 weeks away. This guy right here, Logan Paul, taking on Dylan Danis, October 14th. Look, there's trash talk that promotes fights sometimes, Logan. This obviously very real, and I can tell just by hearing people talking about this fight, the fans are so excited for this, brother. You're looking good. You're looking strong. How are you feeling? And are you excited to get your hands on this guy?
To say the least, my man. Just to say the least, I can't imagine after all the talk he's done on X, after all the shit he said, what it's going to be like to be trapped in a ring with me. He has made a grave error, a grave error. And assuming he shows up October 14th will be the worst night of his life.
What is your concern that he's not going to show up? Because we've been here before. We've
Yeah.
seen Dylan have a fight scheduled, and then it don't happen. What do you think?
He's a crybaby, bro. Like legitimately, I'm not just saying this to be like a mean fight companion trying to rile him up. He's a coward, you know. He's made this fight entirely about a woman. He chose to pick a fight with a woman. She fought back. He's whining about it. He's upset. He's making excuses left, right, and center. And I think everyone knows in the back of their head, as entertaining as he can be, and I'll give it to him. He can be very funny. Uh, I don't know if he ever had any intention of showing up for this fight, right? Like you got the clout now, you got the attention you wanted, but also you signed a contract that said you had to show up on a certain date, and that date is coming. That date is in 16 days. October 14th on the Prime card is going to happen, and if you don't show up, there's consequences for that we baked into the contract in case he pulled out because he has a history of pulling out. Because again, he's a coward. He's a king of the ducks. He's all bark. He's no bite.
Anything you can say, Logan, to that specifically? If he doesn't show up, what could happen to him?
Yeah, yeah, he's got to pay. He's got to pay me $100,000. Yeah,
That's not a little amount of money.
especially when you got no money. He's a broke bitch. He ain't got no money. Why are you gonna pay that? He needs the
I,
money, bro. He needs the money.
man, are you concerned that you could get? If I was you, man, I feel like I'd want to kill this guy. To be honest, are you worried that you could get like too emotional in there, where you might like get
What?
outside
What?
of yourself?
My murder him? My murder him? That's so be.
Is there a chance? Yeah, I
That's
mean,
so
are you that
be.
mad? Obviously, knowing
Nah,
that goes a little far, you're not going to do that. But are you?
nah.
Is that like the anger level right now with this guy?
Oh, no, anger is zero. Good fighters don't fight on emotion, and there's nothing he can say or do that can rile me up. Mind you, bro, I will repeat myself. Dylan Danis is nothing but a keyboard warrior. He is a clown. He is a puddle in real life. And when you're across from that type of human in real life, and you don't have a phone or your Twitter trolls to hype you up and rile you up, it's just a different ball game. So like, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna box his ass off. I'm gonna fight him. I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna collect my paycheck. I'm gonna go home.
You've said, and obviously it's the case, that he's made this fight about picking on a woman who was not even going to be fighting him on October 14th. Is your fiance going to be there? Is she going to watch you do your thing against this guy?
Oh yeah, yeah, she'll be there for sure, for sure. That's the love of my life, man. And you know, he has chosen to fight a two front war. He's picked a fight with both of us, and we're both fighting back in our own way. And so we're a unit, man. That's what marriage is. And when I put that ring on her finger, like that's what I intended to do. And so we're moving through this as a unit, and it's going to be glorious.
I think I told you this, but maybe it was your brother. Your video got me all choked up and everything, so I didn't like
Yeah,
that.
man,
To me, bro.
that was a real special moment. That was the best day of my life,
It was
getting
some
engaged to
beautiful.
her.
Speaking of your brother, I remember asking him. I said, "Hey, has Dylan Danis went too far with all this stuff?" And he said, "Hey, look, probably, but at the end of the day, he's just going to make my brother more and more money because this fight has gotten more and more popular, and more people are going to buy it." So is that sort of at the end of the day, like this is going to be a pretty great thing for your bank account?
Yeah, it's why we chose Dylan, dude. He's good at promoting fights, except this time he broke the law, right? Like everyone asked me, like, did he cross the line? There's a difference between crossing the line and promoting a fight and committing a federal crime, right? And if the person who you committed that crime against wants to hold you accountable, you got to sleep in that bed, you know. But that's a completely unrelated topic, and it's unfortunate because it's gotten to like a nasty place, and the fight game can be fun, and you want to see people knock each other out for the art of sport, but this is like shit's personal on both fronts, right? And so, while yes, I'm grateful that this will be a blessing to my bank account. I didn't need this to go here. None of this had to
Your
happen,
bank
bro.
account was good before
Yeah,
too.
yeah, bro. Shout out Prime. Like, we're chilling.
I'm sure, bro. Last thing, you have anything special? I mean, you're a showman. You know, you do this. This is your thing. Do you have anything special planned for that night? Any
Come on,
special
baby.
guests?
Come
Any?
on, baby.
Yes, sir.
Come on. You know I got a little something, something.